Major General Lamajiri retired, sir. So from the lecture, the guest lecturer discussed some of the conflicts we are dealing with. These include terrorism, insurgency, banditry, natural resources, and the regional crisis. And modern scholars of complex conflicts have alluded to the fact that in dealing with such conflicts, one has to understand the factors that contribute to impact the security environment and shape these conflicts, thereby making them complex. So I consider you the professor of practice, serving command relations in Northwest and Northeast. So could you please explore the factors that make these conflicts complex? And how do you think the Nigerian Army can navigate these complexities? Thank you.
For inviting me for this very important event. Well, it's not very difficult to speak after someone who is very high esteem, very highly respected practitioner of counter-terrorism. But I'll try as much as possible to share my own perspective based on my experiences in the field. Well, coming to the question that you asked, I think the challenge we have in the country, unfortunately, the people I thought would be here are not here. The political elites. From my own experience, the idea of the national question is always there for us, based on my experience in Zamfara as the commander of the national strategy. I saw that most of our crises are actually political elites who use our fault lines to create divisions to further their own personal interests. Whether we like it or not, I've said it in different ways that the problem in the center of crisis in the Northwest is actually a problem of hegemony between the Hausa and the Fulanis. It is contestable, but that is what I found out. It is actually being stigmatized by the political elites. I had the opportunity of calling all the adults in Zamfara to a meeting, and I asked them, especially the we call them to a meeting and will ask them what is the problem. And it was amazing to know that beneath all the shenanigans of government is the influence of the political actors themselves trying to put one tribe against another. And when you try to challenge them, at the point, even the governor of the state threatened to report to Mr. President. So we need to understand all this. Most of the time, the Nigerian military is not asked to go and fight a problem that not even know anything about. That is why we need to actually strike a delicate balance in providing solution to some of this problem. So, and across some of the nationals, this problem of inclusiveness is still lacking. Within state, even for my own state, there are sectors in my state who feel the right to government of the state. And it's not across like that. So, our political masters should understand that the meanings of all these problems and challenges that will eventually lead to crisis is the pathway of interest in their various programs. That's one of our. Secondly, I'm very happy that our guest lecturer came up with the response of government through some of the strategic instruments, the national security strategy, the national cyber security strategy, and all the rest. But the truth of the matter was that at the outset of the crisis in the Northeast, there were no strategic documents that that will drive all nation approach to the solving this problem. And that was why, to some people, some scholars will say, our response as the military, as the nation was very ineffective and effective. And that is the truth. It's like when this government, especially with all the respect to our senior school, as said, they contributed to the production of the national security strategy and borders. But unfortunately, there is a mismatch between the intended and the spirit of those documents and the reality on the ground. An example of the all this, the whole of national approach was mentioned by our best lecturer in Sri Lanka. I had the privilege of meeting the chief of army staff of Sri Lanka. I had 2 hours sessions. I went for this Southeast Asia security summit with the chief of army staff. And he sat me down and told me the various stages. Some of them will not find it in any document. Because I told him this is the problem that we have in our nation. And I wanted to open up to me and tell me how we can solve this problem. And he told me that the whole of national approach adopted by the government was actually supported in terms of resources. And galvanizing all elements of national power to ensure that that strategic instrument actually was implemented to the level. But here in our country, the mismatch is there. People are espousing all national approach to solving insurgency. But on the ground, you can see the dependence on the military strategy is so much. And also, we have forgotten that the military strategy itself can only draw intelligence and power from those strategic documents. And if the implementation of those strategic documents is faulty, definitely the military can only take out of the kinetic approach for the fundamental problems leading to those kinds of stay there. And unfortunately, that is what we are facing now. Funding is the issue of proliferation and diffusion of small arms and light weapons. Those who belong to the Kabbalah, will say that the main origin of insurgency is social controlling and popular sports. But I want to add also that proliferation and diffusion of small arms and light weapons is critical to the complexity of the crisis that we are facing now. Proliferation is actually based on the product order and the activities of gun runners across the country. As First Commander Sharandai, we arrested the gun runner and he told us a large market in Senegal where they are buying this open. That's where they get all their hands from. And if you go from Nigeria to Yale to Owoda and all the rest, you can see the process of our borders. So everything is like free for all. While the military, the police can go the things that they can in terms of kinetic and other non-kinetic operations, we must also look at the issue of proliferation. Now, the one that is more worrisome is the issue of the division of arms. In all our societies now, in fact, the latest figure that I have is that we have about 6.2 million small arms and light weapons in circulation in the country. And we know, I will go back to one example that I read, the experience that I have. In 2011, I was in Army Commander in Lebanon. The DSS director called me and said, look, they just identified one arm and value somewhere in the remote town, and the other town, and the other between one state. And when we go to that place, the pistol, by the time pistol that they manufactured in that place, is just like the one that we bought from outside. Similar, no difference. similar manufacturing concerns across the country. All today is known as a manufacturing system for small apps. And that is why you can see there's no day of week that you don't have issues in all kinds concerns about quantity. And because those guys have access to all these products. The same problem is in Lagos, the same problem is in Calabar. So we know all these areas where we have all these challenges. So small arms and light weapons, they are very, very, very key to the complex the crisis that we are facing now. We were able to take out all these coronas and all them, and we were able to deal with that particular problems in the world. Now, let me go back on one other question. The issue is the drug question. What I would like to know is the national problem that must come together to solve it. In the same time, I think the possibility to visit to the ML. So, after all the protocols and all the rest, in the international and told the Secretary General, the major problem here is the issue of drug addiction. That is the issue of drug addiction, that if we were able to remove drug celebration in our society, that the problem will drop by 80%. And if you don't stop with the boys and boys alone or men alone, even the women are all involved. So these are the real challenges that is facing complex crises in our society. And I'll talk about the solution. Thank you very much.